Hello guys, it's Yara here, and today I have for you an exciting Dueling Book replay. Rudy actually ended up sending me this replay, so I'm excited to see what he's playing. But if you want to send me a replay, I will have a link to my Discord on the description below. So if you have a replay that you really want to show off, just make sure to send it to me and I'll review it here on this channel. But without further ado, let's get started. Let's go. So they just did the paper, scissors, rock, so we're gonna decide to see who goes first or second. So Prep Nation, that's Rudy. He starts off with Lightning Storm, Shark Cannon, Ash Blossom, Droll and Lockbird, and reinforcements of the army. So that's a pretty good going first or going second hand, because he has a way to Ray and he has double hand trap plus a Lightning Storm. So that's a very decent going first or second hand. And then he's going up against True Draco with Disciples of the True Draco, Solemn Judgment, Summon Limit, the Maiden, and the True King's Return. So this is a very good going first hand, and it's a decent going second with the True King's Return. But yeah, let's see who starts it off. So he starts off by setting Disciples Tribute set for the Maiden, sets the True King's Return, the Summon Limit, and the Solemn Judgment, and passes turn. And then he draws Gamma Seal. He's gonna go ahead and Kaiju the Maiden. So that's pretty good, because for those that don't know what the True Draco cards do, if you activate any effect they get to like this one says, when your opponent activates a card effect while you control a tribute summon monster, you can add a True Draco or True King monster from the deck to your hand. So you kind of want to prevent them from grabbing their resources from the deck to their hand. So that was a pretty good Kaiju right there. And then he goes ahead and activates Lightning Storm. Oh, that's gonna trade with the Solemn Judgment, but a lot of people say, oh, the Judgment stopped it. But if you think about it, 4,000, it's a lot of life points, so it's a worthy trade-off. So gonna go ahead and Solemn Judgment that, and then goes ahead and activates Rhoda, gets raid from deck to hand, and then he immediately activates the Summon Limit. I think he probably should have waited for this until when he summoned Hayate, but he's gonna go ahead and because that was one summon right there, so it's a pretty decent summon limit. Never mind, yeah, because all he would have is Ray. He wouldn't even be able to go into Kagari or Shizuko, because summon limit counts the Kaiju as one summon, so he only had one summon left. So a lot of people don't know the ruling with summon limit, but it actually counts the summons even before it was activated. So you might want to take, it's not like Winda, where it only counts after it's summoned or in the middle of the chain when it's summoned. No, this is more of even the summons before in that turn. So pass turn, activates True King's Return, special summons out the Maiden. That was during the end phase, and he grabs the Dynamite. Ooh, this card is one of the best cards in their deck. If Masterpiece was back, man, this deck would be everywhere. And a lot of people don't like playing against these types of decks, because they're like a very annoying type of deck where they just want to pop your cards. But I like the playstyle. He actually says it's normal okay, and Rudy says that's okay. Attacks with Gamma Seal, attacks with Dynamite, and he takes 4,700 damage. Activates True King's Return. He's gonna go ahead and Shark Cannon the Maiden. That was a pretty good Shark Cannon right there. Ooh, gets the double or nothing. You hate to see it. That means he's running the double or nothing package with the Utopia. Normal summons Ray, goes into Hayate, attacks directly for 1,500 damage, activates effect. Since the engage, a lot of people are maybe asking, why didn't he chain Dynamite's effect? Is because that was during the damage step, so you cannot chain the Dynamite during the damage step. So, but that was two of his summons already with summon limit. He sets the double or nothing as a bait and passes turn. Ooh, the Mystic Mine. Activates with Gamma Seal. Attacks with Gamma Seal. Activates Ray effect to special summon herself. Attacks with Dynamite. Activates Ray effect, chains the Dynamite, ashes the Dynamite effect, goes into Kagari effect, gets the engage. It's gonna continue the attack with the Dynamite, attacks Ray for 700, main phase 2, and then pass his turn. So he gets the Widow Anchor. So that's a decent, let me see, he has 3 cards. So yeah, he's going to be able to take one of these. If anything, he's probably going to activate Engage, and then he's going to chain the Widow Anchor. Engage, chain, yep, activates effect. Widow Anchors it, so he won't be able to, and takes it. Yep, it goes into Ray. Draws into the Forbidden Droplet. Activates Droplet's effect, sends the Droll to half the Kaiju's attack. And the True Draco guy just admits defeat. Yeah, he knew that Sky Striker was already rolling, and there was nothing to stop them at that point. So now we're gonna go to game 2 of True Draco versus Sky Striker. I'm really loving the Sky Striker videos that people have been sending me, and all the replays that I've been seeing online. This deck, I can't personally play it, but there's some very talented players out there that can play the deck. So Prep Nation, Rudy's gonna start out with Lightning Storm, Hercules Base, Droll Lockbird, Twin Twisters, and Rhoda. So that's a very good going second or going first hand, but it's better going second. So it starts off with Lesh Triple O starts off with Summon Limit, Pot of Duality, Solemn Judgment, Heritage, and Droll Lockbird. So I think this is all gonna be depending on the Pot of Duality to see what he draws. So we'll see what happens. So starts out with Pot of Duality. Not sure why he decided to go first. If anything, you want to let Sky Striker go first so that they won't be able to pop all your cards. But maybe he sees, maybe he's hoping that he gets like an Imperial Order or an Anti-Spell Fragrance. So go ahead and gets the Skill Drain, Terraforming, and then there can only be one. If anything, he's probably just gonna end up grabbing the Terraforming. Yep, Terraforming right there. Returns the Skill Drain and then the Tikiboo and chains the Droll Lockbird. So that's gonna be beautiful. He won't be able to activate Terraforming this turn. Sets the Summon Limit. That was very good of him. He's playing around Twin Twisters in a way where Twin Twister won't be able to trade 2 for 2. He's gonna have to trade 2 for 1 if he wants to activate that. But if anything, he's gonna activate Lightning Storm. Yep, that's 1 for 1 right there. So goes ahead and activates Rhoda. Gets Ray from deck to hand. Gets the Droll Lockbird. Sets Twin Twisters. Summons Ray. Attacks with Ray directly. It's gonna chain effect. Summon Hayate. Hayate effect. Attack for 500. Attack 500 directly. I activate effect during the damage step. Sends the Engage. So he only has 2 spells. He has 3 in total, but that's counting Engage. So, but he's under Droll anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Activates Kagari effect to get the Engage. Goes into Shizuku. Not sure why he went into Shizuku. He's still in the Droll. He may have forgotten, not sure. But yeah, and then just passes turn. Gets Pot of Desire. That's a very good draw right there, because that's a +1 right there. So he activates Terraforming. He wants to make sure he doesn't banish his Diagram. Gets a Diagram from deck to hand. Then he's gonna go ahead and chain the activates Diagram effect. Gonna go ahead and activate effect. Change the Twin Twisters. Ooh, that's huge. That is so huge. I don't know why he said that at the spot. So if you read carefully, Diagram, it says that you can just show 1 card you control in your hand. So yeah, he just wanted to plus very hard with the Heritage, but it cost him a lot. Activates Heritage effect, pop the Hercules Base, and Hercules Base, he's not gonna chain it because he wants to keep the spells in the grave. So activates Desires, like he's gonna put back some of his monsters. Activates Desires, banishes 10 face down. He says that's okay. Gets the Skill Drain and Pot of Duality. Those are decent draws. The Skill Drain is gonna prevent like Kagaris and all that, but that's just gonna be destroyed soon. So activates Pot of Duality, Heritage, ooh, Imperial Order, but he already has Ray rolling, so and he's already at 5,000 life points. So Gets the heritage from deck to hand. Activates heritage effect. Gets the True Draco Apocalypse, sets Apocalypse, Skill Drain, and Solemn Judgment. So we're gonna go to Rudy's turn now. He's gonna go ahead and activate the Jamming Waves. He's gonna go ahead and target the Skill Drain. Pops the Skill Drain, activates Engage. He's gonna be met with the Solemn Judgment, and he's already at 2,500 life points. Oh my god. He's gonna go ahead and activate Kagari. Kagari effect, targeting the Ray, I'm assuming. Yep, target Ray. Ray effect. And the opponent just scoops it up. Yeah, this control decks have nothing on the grind that Sky Strikers can put up. Sky Strikers is just one of those decks that thrive in long games because they will just outgrind you by getting their resources back. I remember back in Eternal format where there were turns where Sky Striker players would have 5 sets in their back row, and they would have like 5 or 6 cards in their hand when Engage was at 3, and that was just brutal. Sometimes they would draw Engage off Engage, and those games just made you want to scoop. At the time I was playing Orcust, full power Orcust with Hard Pour at 3, and they just couldn't keep up with Sky Striker. But yeah, hopefully they unban one day my boy Harpour, but I'm kind of going on a tangent here. But yeah, I'm kind of glad to see Sky Striker back into play. Eternal format was my favorite format of all time, so this brings back a lot of memories, so I'm kind of glad. So yeah, as always guys, this was Yara here. Don't forget to send me your replays at the Discord link on the description below. But as always, I'll catch you on the next replay. Enjoy.